Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the bill. Colleagues, I rise today in opposition of SB 726A, which I suppose you could call cutting-edge legislation. If cutting edge means mandating technology that isn't commercially available, isn't approved in Oregon, and can only be performed by one vendor in the entire country. Let's be clear, this bill doesn't establish a pilot program. That idea was floated and then dropped. Instead, it singles out one county, one landfill, and mandates the use of highly specific drone-based methane detection system that only one EPA-approved company is allowed to operate. Now, I'm all for innovation. If there was a drone out there that could fly above the ground with a tiny gas-sniffing nose, bark when it finds methane, and write up a report afterward, I'd vote to give that drone a medal. But that's not what we're dealing with here. What we're dealing with is a single source mandate, no competition, no price protection, no fallback option, and no guaranteed the method even works at scale. Let's also correct a misconception. Landfills are already monitoring methane. The EPA and DEQ require it. The walking method is in place, and as much as we might like the idea of drones, that method is still considered the most consistent and safest option precisely because of the new technology isn't ready yet. Meanwhile, Coffin Butte Landfill has invested over $9 million since 2019 into its gas collection and control systems. They're operating at 3 times the industry standard for well density. That's not falling behind, that's leading the field. But instead of recognizing that leadership, this bill penalizes it. It says, thanks for going above and beyond. Now contract with this one vendor using unproven tech with no price cap and pass the costs on to your customers. And those customers, their families and small businesses, people already dealing with higher costs across nearly every aspect of their lives. Some have claimed that this bill closes a loophole. What it really closes is the window for sound, transparent rulemaking. It overrides existing DEQ safety protocols, creates a monopoly for one company, and manufactures urgency where there isn't any. I support technology that works. I support politics that are grounded in science, fairness, and facts. But I don't support pretending one landfill is the villain in a sci-fi movie and a proprietary drone is the hero that's going to save the day. This isn't how Oregon should be doing environmental policy. That's not when the technology isn't ready. The rules already exist, and the so-called solution only applies to one place with no scientific justification. The too long didn't listen version. This is a bad bill. Do not support it. I urge a no vote on SB 726A. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Is there further discussion?